Hello everyone, welcome to this talk about scaling your business with a great tourism case. Let's start. This is our agenda for today, so we will have a look who we are, overview about our customer where we did the project, it's Salinen. Then we will have a look at the digital transformation that we have implemented, some key success, some lesson learned that you can take with you for your own experience or for your next experience. Then a conclusion, the road ahead, and we will have a great session for question and answers. It will be a pleasure for me to answer it. Let's start with the first. My name is Daniel Göppner. You can call me also Danny, that's okay. I'm a project manager and consultant at the BrainTech. We are an official Odoo partner, a gold partner. I'm certified Odoo consultant since now more than 5 versions. Scrum Master, product owner, and now I'm getting interested in the cybersecurity also nowadays. I share now the QR code so you can ask in the meanwhile the question while I'm presenting. I will wait for some seconds, but I will display it again later on. It's just if some questions came in your mind in the meanwhile. So, to start our presentation, I think the best way is to do it with a video.
Customers, they create first-class services, products, and a user experience that generates added value and enables growth. Since 2009, we have supported leading internationally renowned companies in developing their digitalization strategies with Odoo. We are an Odoo Gold Partner in Switzerland, Austria and Germany, and 4-time Best Odoo Partner Europe, representing the world's most certified Odoo experts on our team. Odoo is an open source ERP for companies of any size and industry. The business software includes more than 70 main modules and around 40,000 additional apps from the community. Your journey with BrainTech begins with a comprehensive consultation in which we analyze your individual needs. We provide customized products and services for company, sector, or country-specific requirements. Our experts lead your Odoo implementation throughout the entire project lifecycle using Scrum as an agile development method. After your project is completed, our customer care team ensures excellent support and smooth operation of your Odoo ERP. Driven by passion and innovation, our dedicated brains across Europe work on pioneering solutions, driving your company's digital transformation journey toward long-term success. For you, we master every challenge because we are BrainTech. We are BrainTech. We deliver.
So, just to summarize, we are an Odoo Gold partner, headquartered in Switzerland, but we are across many countries. Spain, Germany, Austria, one of them. We are dedicated fully to Odoo services, so we don't promote other or implement other softwares except for Odoo. We have the most certified Odoo expert worldwide. We were founded in 2000 and we are partners since 2009, and till now we implemented or we helped almost more than 350 companies worldwide for their digitalizations. Now I would like also to present my customer. To be fair, I would do also a video, so don't worry, I will talk. This is my last video for today. Perfect. So, who is Salinen? Salinen is the Swiss salt producer in Switzerland, and I mean they have 3 salt works. One of them you have So it. This is the manufacturing. They have also another one in the mines in Salinen. They produce up to 650 tons yearly, and as you can see, the turnover, and they have 277 employees. Before I start into the case, I would like to explain the following. We have the Salinen, which is producing the salt, and they have a tourism part, call it Salina Helvetica. This is the logo downstairs. And they are permitting people to visit, or consumers to visit their manufacturing, as well as the mines in Salinen, so they can see how the salt mines are, how they produce, how it was produced before, etc. And this leads that they have the so-called tourism business. And what we did in Odoo is exactly the tourism business. So this was our project scope. Mainly those apps was implemented, so mainly the events, the POS for selling in their stores. We have the website for selling the ticket to visit, sales and purchase, inventory, PLMs, ticketing system, and CRM. And the main benefit for the customer was that we detached the tourism business that was under SAP, was now a standalone, ecosystem, allowing him to act in his operation on his own way and with their own processes. So what they have now is they have the salt manufacturing, the main salt business is still at the SAP side on the holding, and then the tourism business is acting on a standalone way or market. How we implemented this? I mean, the project is not an easy, just a straightforward implementation. We have to rethink the things, we have to analyze it, we have to implement. There were a lot of technical challenges, I would say. How can we serve the customer or deliver a solution with Odoo, staying almost in standard, but handling the complexity that they have. So what we did, we divided the whole project scope in so-called cycles. We make it many phases. We said, okay, in phase 1 we want to achieve this MVP. This is what we want to have to run the business. The phase 2 we would like to address this part of the business, and each phase was done in the same cycle. Initial workshop, just to understand what we want to achieve, what are our goals. We create a proof of concept if this is needed, because if sometimes there are some complications, as I've said, some real good challenges, just to see if we can make it work or if it's suitable for the business case. Then we started the project, we implemented, employee training, end-to-end testing, go live, and then we go to the hypercare. And then we start the next, let's say, phase to the same cycle. So, just to explain a little bit, for me, what the two main challenges was. The two main challenges was, first of all, the communication upfront to the visitors. So mainly the website. We wanted to make an easy website with an easy UI, with something understandable from any ages, not only for people that knows how to handle an internet, web browser, etc. So someone who can book easily. So the UI was a challenge. And then there is a part for the booking and reservation system with the capacity, because you need to understand that when you do a visit for security reason, you have a maximum amount of visitors that you can accept. For example, manufacturing, you can have up to 30 persons in one slot of 1 hour. And for the mines, for example, 25 persons that have to get a train, and the train goes inside the mine, so underground, and you have to see. So you cannot sell more tickets than the train has a capacity, or the visits has the capacity for security reasons. And to manage this, we wanted to keep it just as an offer, an event, we will see it later, but still handling this capacity. So these are the main changes. Let's start with the first one. I will show you a live version of that, the website. For me, designing a website in the UI, there is a lot of golden rules that you can apply, a lot of tactic, a lot of know-how, but at the end, I have a golden rule. I say UI is like a joke. If you have to explain it, it's a bad one. So it has to be as simple, and when you design something, you need to see that the visitors can interact with the website by himself. For example, I would like here to book a ticket. I can see by places, I can see events, but I see also it here I can directly access to book my ticket. I hope the internet is fast, okay. Then I see the calendar, I see the offer. Maybe I would like to take a family for the weekend, but I would like to go to the location in Bay. I would like to have in this language or for this event. Then I will see the offers. So for me there is two ways. Either I'm decided at which day, so I will say Saturday, and once I have Saturday, then I can see what I can visit. Click in here inside, I will see what I'm expecting for, where should I go, and I can book my ticket. And this is exactly the slot I was talking about. You see, for example, here, there is no ticket left, but here I can still book 45 tickets if I want. Then I click, and I start setting up child's, young, how many I would like to visit, and then I can book my ticket. To handle this part of, let's say, the resources, and that's what I say, this is one of the most challenging part, was it? It has reminded a little bit like, let's say you have a cinema, and you are offering a film to let the people see it, but you have many halls, and the cinema will, every time you have, for example, to show the film in the morning for 2 hours, and you have only a hall for 40 people. And this is what you book. This is exactly. But what you will not do is create the same event many times. You can do it in standard. You can create an event for each hour, if you want. You will end up of having, I don't know, 4,000, 5,000 events for the same offer. Why it would work technically, but it's bad for the SEO and also for making AdWords, etc. on the internet. And also, if a customer would save the link, he maybe will not find it later if you would like to do it. So, to show you a little bit in the backend what is done, so we take the standard event of Odoo. We said, okay, normally this is visible from this period to this period in this location, but what we added is so-called time slots. We designed a middleware, let's say, data or table that tells that I have recurring events every Wednesday from this date to this date, every Wednesday from this time to this time. And this time slot is attached to the location, and the location, we know the capacity of that location. So we made out of a standard event of Odoo a recurring possibility for booking tickets and respecting also the maximum ticket that can be sold at that moment. You may see we can do it also seasonally, because in this moment we can say, okay, for the higher season I will offer more slots than when it's, I don't know, October or September, I need maybe less. So you can do it. This is the second, let's say, challenge that we had at that moment. So I will come back. So what was for us the key success? I remind a book, it's called The Art of War. You can read it if you want, from Sun Tzu. He says, strategy without tactics is the slower route to the victory, but tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. What it means? It means when you are running a somehow kind of complex project or complex implementation, try at least to have a strategy how you would like to implement. Doesn't matter what the solution they are. Don't think about solution at that moment. Think about what you want to achieve, how you want to achieve, and in which cycle you want to do it, so that you have milestones where you can evaluate if you are on the right road, yes or not. And this is what the strategy is let's start with, for example, with the event first, and then with the POS first. Let's see the combination between. How should we implement it? Let's start, let's design, let's improve, and let's build the solution step by step. It's better than trying to design everything at one moment and having the perfect solution and taking 3 years till this solution is set. Do it step by step. In most of the time you will realize that you will achieve a better solution and best than the one you thought before. This is my advice to everyone. So the key success was because we focused on the MVP. We focused to deliver the things that is needed to do the business. Not the good thing, the nice thing, the fastest, the most design, etc. No, let's run the business first. Then we involved the key user in a feedback cycle. Every time we released something or we did something, we checked with the key user the feedback. Can you work with that? How is your day with that? Does it match? Is it good? We have a good resources management. We create clear roles between SPOC, product owner, Scrum Master, and ensure that we have deputy on both sides. So it means when one goes to holiday, we have someone who continue. It's not that we stop for some moment. And then we focus it also on UI UX, also to ensure the user satisfaction on both sides, backend and frontend, in Odoo and also in on the internet side. These are, by the way, some numbers that shows the before and the after for the first half of the year, because we went live at January this year. And it shows that visitors tend to more book tickets at the end, because they understand what they should do. E-commerce people also increase it, POS transaction increase it, so people that had the visit buys also more in the store. And we have also guided tours that are private tours. For example, you have a company, you want to have a good fiesta, let's say, so you can book a guided tour. What we have as lesson learned. Resources allocation is a very, very important thing. So you need to allocate as much as resources as you can and as needed. Don't over allocate, but allocate as much. A good key user organization, identify in your company who has the knowledge. Not who is responsible for that department, but who has the knowledge to deliver you, who will use the system at the end. Then use a consistent terminology. It means sometimes for us in Odoo we say, I don't know, CRM, but for the customer it's not CRM, it's another word. Try to align with the customer, with the people, with the key user, the terminology. Use the same so you understand each other, because otherwise you will have a workshop. The one is talking about orange and the other about apples, but there are same fruits. And last thing, documentation. Start documenting your project as soon as possible. Last but not least, this is our road ahead. So with the 3 cycles that we did before, we are continuing the project to do other cycles. So we have, for example, resources planning. We will do the migration to Odoo 18 soon. We will have a tourism phase 3.0 and also other topics ahead. Again, the QR for questions, if you may have some. And we can start our Q&A session. Je t'entends pas. Écoute, je me mets à côté de toi.
Thank you, Daniel, for this interesting presentation. I'm awaiting questions, but they are not there yet, so we shall maybe wait a couple of minutes. If you have any questions in the meantime, don't hesitate to scan the QR code and type them in.
Then it looks like everything is clear. I'm happy.
There is one coming in. What was the most challenging part of this project?
To be honest, the short time we got to implement this is the most challenging part, to be honest. I mean, what we did implement till the go live was in 6 months for something that maybe would be done in an easiest way or in an, let's say, more comfortable way if we had 10 months. The complexity to understand a business that it's not a straightforward, a standard business. I mean, it's not manufacturing in Odoo, it's not CRM leads, it's not standard. It's you have to understand the tourism business, how the consumer thinks, how the user thinks, and how everything is managed. It takes time, and you have to understand this as fast as possible, as good as possible, so you can start implementing and not stretch the time for gathering information for a longer period that could bring in danger the go live.
How many customers were actively involved in this transformation?
In this project?
Yes,
Oh.
at the customer.
You mean key user peoples?
Mhm.
Oh, I never counted, but there was a lot of, I think almost above 10 people. 10 active people, I guess, in the project, but we talk to more people. We don't not talk to only to product owner or to the customer, we talk also to the end user and to get feedbacks from him. This is the feedback cycle that we had.
Have you seen something in version 18 which we would like to add in the future version?
Yeah, of course. I'm happy to have seen that now selling tickets in POS is a standard, for example, because this has to be developed in the previous version. We were in version 16, now we are migrating to 18 and we will have this in standard, for example.
That's it.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.